Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Rahmadini, and this video I will explain about definition of prepositional phrase. Okay, I as a first speaker and a provisional phrase. What is a provisional phrase? Provisional phrases are a group of words containing preposition. Remember that prepositional are words that include the relationship between various elements within a sentence, and you will never have a difficulty identifying prepositional phrase. A provisional phrase is a group of words that like it's a verb or a subject and that function as a unified part of speech. It normally consists of a preposition and a noun or a preposition and a pronoun. I can remember that following rules for prepositional phrase and you will find that using that become much easy. Okay, number one, prepositional phrase always consists of two basic parts of minimum, the object and preposition. And the next, in formal English, prepositions are almost always following by object. And the next, adjective can be placed between the preposition and object in provisional phrase. And the next professional phrase can act as a verb and adjective. When they are used as adjective, they modify noun and pronoun and the same way single word adjective do. And the last, when prepositional phrases are used as adverb that are the same with single word. Adverb and adverb close to modifying an adjective verb and other adverb. Okay, I think enough. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Helmida Anisyah Putri, and as a second speaker, in this section, I will explain about the types of prepositional phrase. The type of prepositional phrase divided into three. The first, the prepositional phrase which modifies an adjective. A prepositional phrase can act on a noun, and in this case, it is acting in the same way that adjective would. The reason for this is that an adjective can modify a noun. In this case, we refer to the prepositional phrase as an adjectival phrase. Let's take a look at some example of this. The first example is the dog at the end is the last. The second, he always gets his clothes from the thrift store on Charles Street. The third, my sister decided to move into a house by the mountains. In the above example, we can see that the adjectival phrase is being used as a way of giving us further information on the noun. For example, if we look at the first sentence, we are given more information on the location of the dog. In the second sentence, we are given more information on the location of the store. And the professional phrase is giving extra description. This is what an adjective would normally do. The second type is the prepositional phrase which modifies above. In some instances, the prepositional phrase can act on above, in which case it would be behaving adverbially. The reason for this is because usually an adverb would be used to modify above. When a prepositional phrase is used in this way, it is known as an adverbial phrase. Let's take a look at some example of this. In the first example, if you want to find out who is knocking the window, look behind you. The second example, Daniel ran along the street with Grace. In the two examples above, you can see that the adverbial phrase gives us an answer to the question, in what manner? The first example might be an answer to the question, who is knocking on the window? The second example might be an answer to the question, how did Daniel run along the street? Okay, the last type is the prepositional phrase which act as a noun. There are times when the prepositional phrase can act as a noun, but this doesn't occur very often. Let's take a look at some example of this. The first example is, Over the rainbow is a magical place. The second, under the table is where there are a lot of crumbs. Okay, I think enough from me. I hope you can understand about this material, and let's see the next explanation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Erra Malinda. In here, I will discuss about the definition of verb and then the example of verb. As we know that verb are the action of words in a sentence that describe the subject is doing. Along with nouns, verb are the main part of a sentence or phrase that telling a story about what is taking place. Okay, in this part, there are 7 types of verb. The first is regular verb, the second is irregular verb, next is linking verb, transitive verb, intransitive verb, infinitive verb, and then infinitive verb. Okay, now we are going to the example of verb. I will give you now the example of the action of verb in a sentence. Keep in your mind that you can use more than one action verb in a sentence. Like the example, Anthony throwing the football. Throwing in here shows the verb action. Next, the second is the cat can run across the yard. Next, she left in a hurry. Next, the other example is Harold drive all the way to Toronto. Drive in here show the action, and then the next is Harold slept all the way to Toronto. Slept in here also show the action, and then the third is Harold seem happy in Toronto. Seem in here state of being, and then the last is Harold was happy in Toronto. Was in here also show the state of being. Thank you.
For example, the suffix "iy", "is", "ate", or "en" usually signify that a word is a verb. Prefix such as be, d, or en may signify that a word is a verb. These affix, often inconsistent from verb to verb, are called derivational affix. Added to word, they either change the word part of speech. Like in this picture, you can see that there is a word, sign, that is a noun, sign, plus plus suffix "iy" to be signify that is a verb. For suffix consistently added to a verb, base create all forms of a verbs used in all tenses. So I think enough from my explanation. I'm so sorry if I have a mistake. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, my name is Anggraini, and now we will continue our lesson about verbs agree after prepositional phrase. I will make an example for you. Windows of the house need to be repaired. The subject of the first sentence is windows, not the house, so the verb is plural. The subject of the second sentence is price, not tickets, so the verb is singular. It is so easy, but many students have a mistake about this lesson because they are focused with the prepositional phrase. Actually, they don't have to focus on the prepositional phrase. They have to focus on the noun, whether it is plural or singular. So after that, you can decide the verb you can use in the sentence. I think that's not from my explanation. I hope you understand. Thank you.